Hey guys, and welcome back to The Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky. This time we're going to take the Bracer's exam. Yay! Okay, let's go. I can actually use the mouse button to make them run. This is quite nice. I think we should go here, right? Looks like we made good time. Not too early or too late either. I just barely graduated from Sunday school. I never dreamed we'd have to study so hard to become racers. Well, you're in luck. Today's our last day of training. Truth be told though, you're the one who signed up to be a racer in the first place, so I don't know why you'd expect to get away with any less effort. Oh yeah, I guess I did. Alright then, let's get to it and make it through this last hazing from Shara. You look ready to me. Let's go meet with Shara at the Bracer Guild over there then. Okay, so how do we get to the Bracer Guild? I think this is it. Okay. Here two are. Good morning, Estelle. Good morning, Joshua. Good morning, Aina. Good morning. Is Shara here already? Yes, she's waiting for you upstairs. Once you finish today's training, you'll finally be recognized as members of the Bracer Guild. Good luck to the both of you. Thanks. We'll do our best. The Star and the Hangman, the Hermit and the Magician, and last of all, inversion through the Wheel of Fortune. This is a difficult combination. How should I interpret this? Good morning, Shara! Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua, this is a rare occasion for the both of you to show up so early. Since the last day of my training, I figured out, why not? I'm ready to get the show on the road and become a racer myself. I'll give you the credit for your enthusiasm. But I'm going to work hard today in every way I can think of to make sure that high-spirited attitude of yours holds up. I hope you're ready. I can feel the enthusiasm dropping already. Quiet, you. Every time I teach you something, you'll somehow manage to forget it. This training is my way of trying to keep some of that information in your head, instead of letting it dribble out of your ears like it usually does. Joshua, Shara's picking on me. Don't worry, Shara. While Estelle may hate studying and rarely ever does her homework, acts rashly, is overly naive, and has a tendency to stick her nose into everything. Her instincts are sharp, so I'm sure she'll pick up on how to use an ornament with some practice. Eventually, probably. I guess there's not much I can do now except hope for the best. Hold on a sec, Joshua. Somehow I get the feeling that you weren't standing up for me. Well, that's odd. I'm positive I described all your best traits accurately. Whatever. By the way, Shara, what were you trying to predict with your tarot cards? Your face was really intense. Oh, this? I was just trying to get a vague reading about what might happen in the near future. Unfortunately, I don't seem to have been in the right mindset to interpret the cards correctly. You couldn't read the cards? No, that's surprising to hear. Actually, the more profound the meaning of the cards, the more difficult they become to interpret. But that's not important now. I think it's time to start your final training. A brief rundown of all the information you've covered in your previous training. This is the minimal level of knowledge that Bracers should have in order to function effectively. And still, make sure you pay especially close attention to what I'm going to say. Yeah. Okay, Ormans. I won't read this anymore. It's some explanation or something. Let's see. Since we've got a mountain of stuff to do today, I'll let you off the hook this time with a condensed review. I'm going to speed things up now and move on to the practical portion of your training. Shara, how is today's practical training any different from the training we've done before? Since it's practical, that means you will be experiencing things firsthand. Therefore, I'm going to have the both of you run through everything as if this were a real racer job. So what you're saying is, there won't be any studying at the test involved? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. This time you'll have to go out and make a physical effort to accomplish your task. I'll make sure to have you work up a sweat, so I hope you're ready. Yes, that's seriously just what the doctor ordered. I didn't know that I was going to do if I had to sit another day with a tush parked at the desk. I guess I got all worried for nothing. Well, seriously, you're all bright and cheerful as hell. Let's just hope the smile on your face lasts until the end of the day's training. Okay, let's get cracking on your first objective, shall we? Let's have it! Your first objective will be to confirm the details of the job you will be performing. But before that, there's something that we need to give the both of you. Aina, are they ready? Yes, they are. Alright, you two, go get one for each of yourselves. Very important, so make sure not to lose them. Racer notebooks serve as an official way to record the status of your current jobs. Also, anything you may hear or anything that you may find and wear. These kinds of trivial things can often become clues. No matter how insignificant something may seem, always write it down. Understood. Crap, this sounds like it's going to be a pain. Oh? Please tell me it was my ears playing tricks on me, because I swear I only got one response. I'm sure there are two. Keeping an accurate account of events is an important duty of all racers. So get the program and stop trying to make this out to be more than it really is, Estelle. Okay, got it. Make sure you do. Alright then, let's begin. Look over by the door. You can see that there's a bulletin board standing there. First, I want you to go and check the job description posted there. This training will involve searching the sewers beneath Roland and bringing back the contents of a chest. See Charizard for details. Very good. It looks like you were able to see what was posted without any trouble. Checking the bulletin board is one of the most basic functions a racer performs on their job. Checking regularly to see whether or not there are urgent tasks which need immediate attention is also an important duty of racers. Man, all this talk about duty is starting to cramp my style. Sure, there are a lot of rules to follow, but there's an equal level of responsibility in the jobs themselves. I think being a racer calls for much more than just someone with a half-hearted attitude. I guess you're right. You'll just have to be more motivated. Had a change of heart, have you? You betcha. Well, before all that motivation sneak up somewhere, let's get to work on your next task. What will we be doing this time? We'll be heading across the street to Mr. Muller's herbal factory and learning about how to use its services. He has graciously taken time out of his work schedule to explain things, so make sure to be on your best behavior. Okay. Here is where you will learn how to use an herbal factory's services. At an herbal factory, you can modify your herbs and synthesize support parts in order to use herbal arts. Arts have a wide range of effects and, if mastered, can be extremely helpful. The bracer business is a pretty risky occupation, so the guild has had a long-standing relationship with these herbal factories. Anyway, this is about as much as I can explain. I leave the technical details to the expert. Gosh, I'm being tongue-tied. So, Mr. Melders, if you wouldn't mind taking over from here. No problem. Leave everything to me. What is it that you would like to know about? Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Okay, so basically it's like materia from Final Fantasy VII, right? That's what I understand from what they're saying. Looks like Mr. Melders has answered all your questions. If there's anything else, then let's have you both try and use the services here. For that, you're going to need some sepsis. With that amount, you two should be able to synthesize a few quartz. Now I want you to begin by first making an elemental quartz that will work with each of your particular elements. In your case, Stell, an elemental quartz is okay, but for you, Joshua, it has to be a time elemental quartz. Normally at the shop, you would be able to exchange Sepith for Mira, but for this training, you will not be able to use this service. I think we should synthesize like this. Okay. 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 Good. We got everything. What should I prioritize? HP or defense or attack? Evade? I think I'll go for HP. For Joshua, only this one is available. What? How come? Good work on opening up a slot, Joshua. Since your central slot is limited to a certain elemental, it would be best to increase your augment's number of open slots early on. Okay, that concludes your training here at the Orbital Factory. Now it's time to move on to what you've been both waiting for, the qualification test. Pardon? Didn't you just say test? You can't honestly tell me that you forgot about the test again, can you? Didn't I remind you just this morning? Now that you mention it, I vaguely remember some sort of talk along those lines at the breakfast table. Sometimes I fear for the future of the Racer Guild and humanity. Oh well, no sense in worrying about that now. Let's head over to the testing area. You mean like now? I don't know if I'm ready for... How about a little less yapping and a little more walking? Joshua, help me. Mr. Mulder's Freddy, thank you for all your help. Don't mention it, and good luck with the test of yours. We'll be rooting for you. I'm going to remember that you left me high and dry like this, Joshua. Your training has finally come down to this. Your qualification test will begin here. I expect to see you both use what you've learned up to this point. Understood. What's wrong, Estelle? Shara? What now? I was kind of wondering, but is there not going to be a paper test or something? Did Cassius drop you on your head as a child or something? You just read what it said in the bulletin board that long ago, right? Yeah, and they even made you jot down what you read in your Bracer notebooks, unless you forgot that too. I'm pretty sure the job listing mentioned searching for and retrieving an item from the sewers. Ringing any bells yet? What a relief. Oh, divine Adios, I give thanks to thee for thy infinite grace in bestowing upon us such wonderful gifts as sewers. So what you're really saying is that you thought it was a paper test. No wonder you were acting all crazy back at the Orbital Factory. I can already feel the nostalgia. All those horrible days stuck in a classroom are starting to feel like grand memories indeed. I'm really starting to wonder if you'll even be able to graduate at all. What's wrong with you? Why do you have to go and say something like that when I'm trying to reminisce about positive things? Alright, that's enough jabbering, you two. There's going to be a test, so how about both of you try to, at least, look a little anxious. Just so you know though, if you do happen to flunk the test, you don't even want to imagine the kind of homework I have in store for the both of you. We'll be fine. Just tell us what you want us to do and let us loose. Well, if you're so confident, then how about proving that you're not just blowing hot air with results of your test? Anyway, as you both saw on the bulletin board, this test will be a search conducted in Roland sewers. Your objective is to retrieve the contents of a chest which has been placed somewhere within that area. The layout of the sewers is extremely simple, so you don't need to worry about getting lost either. However, there are real living, breathing monsters down there, so if you get careless and let down your guard, You will be sorry. Also, let me give you this before I forget. What's this book for? It's called a Monster Guide, and it's used to record information about monsters and other opponents you meet. Whenever you figure out an enemy's attributes, you should make an immediate note of it in there. Sounds pretty straightforward to me. He who controls the flow of information controls the tide of a battle, right? That's exactly what I'm saying. You've really got a good head on your shoulders, Joshua. That's some pretty useful advice. Thanks for the tip, Shara. We'll put it to good use. Alrighty then, let's get pumped and knock out this test. Don't forget though, this is an exam. We should make sure we treat it as such. Okay, test time. I'm kinda scared. There appears to be a recovery point set up there. Let's use it if our HP and EP become low before engaging in any further battles. Okay. Enemies! Monster at 12 o'clock. Be careful not to let them take advantage of your blind side. Got it! Oh, this reminds me of Final Fantasy X. You know. Okay, so that. It's actually pretty good that I can use the mouse with this. Okay. Because, you know, in other JRPG you just have to use the directional pad, the D-pad, and it gets pretty difficult. Yay!
Alright, we're good to go.
Let's use arts, not physical attacks. Okay! Let's use art. Which one's better? Oh, this is a healing art and this one's an attack art. Let's use this. Ooh, badass.
Hey, piece of cake.
Estelle, let's try using crafts this time around. Since crafts have other effects besides just dealing out damage, they're worth a shot. Roger that! Okay, so for crafts we need the CP, and for the art we need the EP. Okay.
Come on.
Oh, and it doesn't load unlike the art. Yay!
Alright, we're good to go.
Yay, treasure chest! What's this, dead end? There were an easier way to take care of them. One blow using an S-crap or S-brick should do the trick for just about any enemy. The catch is our CP has to be at least 100 to pull off one of those moves.
Here I come!
Overkill.
Let's do this! That's that then. Let's move out.
This guy looks like the boss. I think we should go and heal first. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's definitely the boss. Let's go heal. Before going any further, we might die. I don't want to die. Okay, let's go. So that's the treasure chest we're after, huh? If we made it this far, the rest's gonna be a piece of cake. Seems like we've got a little breathing room at least. Let's pay close attention to our battle order this time. There should be a number of ways to get more mileage out of our actions. Noted. Hey, don't team up on Joshua. Yay. Yay, maybe we should use another heart for this. Can we use art on this guy? Because he's too far away. Okay, good. Wow, we didn't one-hit him. Oh, he's out of range. Okay. Awesome, now we're done.
Piece of cake.
That's weird. There's a couple of boxes inside the treasure chest. The fact that there's not just one but two is kinda interesting too. Wonder what's inside. Remember that our mission is to search and retrieve only. I'm pretty sure looking inside these boxes don't fall under our mission objective. You're no fun at all, Joshua. This has nothing to do with our mission. It's what I like to call good, honest curiosity. You know, we're the only ones down here. We can get away with teensy-weensy peek, right? If you feel like flunking today's test, then by all means be my guest. Did you just say the F word? Yep, opening one of these boxes results in an automatic fail for the both of us. If this were a real job, the contents of those boxes would belong to the client. As long as they were nothing illegal, we would have no right to open them. I know you're right, Joshua, but I just can't help myself. If you absolutely have to know what's inside, when ask Marshmallow when we get back. But for now, we need to focus on getting out of here. Alright. Okay, let's go back to Shara now. Sprint. Okay, here. Just get out of here. Good work, you two. As a rule of training, I'm going to need to confirm the items in your possession. Yep, they're the real deal, right? I don't see any evidence of tampering either. That was a close one. I figured she should try instead of like that. Congratulations to the both of you. You have successfully passed your qualification test. You didn't really think something that simple would be a problem for us, did you? So, share what's in those boxes you had us to get. That's for me to know and you to find out after training is finished. It's enough chit-chat for now, so let's get back to work. We still have some things left to do. Seriously? But didn't you say that we passed the test? You still have to learn about how to report the results of your work. I'm aware that you're both tired, but this is no time to shirk your duties. Let's get back to the guild. When is this thing ever going to be over? Oh, well, no sense in giving up when the finish line is in sight. Agreed. It seems like we're within reaching distance of our goal. Your final training is how to report to the guild. Whenever you finish a job, it is your duty to report the results of your work to the guild. Reporting how you resolved the situation and the steps you took to get there are all part of your job as appraisers. You can report your results to the front desk in each guild branch. And as you already know by now, Aina is in charge here at the Roland branch. In addition, this is where you will be paid for your work. I look forward to seeing great things from the both of you. Now that we're here, why don't you go ahead and report the result of today's training? Good job, you two. It seems like you were able to complete your objective without running into major problems. Another thing to take note is that, depending on how you handle a job, you may see an increase or decrease in the amount of the pay you receive. When you report the results of your work to a guild, pay in the form of Mira isn't the only thing that you will receive. You will also accumulate points which are known as Bracer Points. BP are an indication of your achievements as a bracer. When these points exceed a certain value, you will advance in rank as a bracer and will be rewarded with a piece of special equipment by the guild. The ranks of a junior bracer start at 9 and go all the way up to 1. Please set your sights on making first rank and work hard. The amount of Mira and BP you will receive also will be recorded in your bracer notebooks, so please have a look sometime later on. All that's left to do now is finalize your training. Let's head back upstairs, shall we? I'll talk to you later, Aina, and sorry about putting more work on your plate today than usual. Don't worry about it. Training new bracers is important for the future of the guild. I fully intend to work these two to the bone in any case. To the bone? And knowing Shara, it will involve the whip. Let me say it again, good work you two. You have now officially completed the entire training course. From now on, you will be learning from your own real-world experience. Well then, aren't those boxes the ones? In answer to your question, yes, these are the boxes you retrieved during today's test. You seem awfully curious to find out what's inside, Estelle. Are you saying that it's okay if we open them? That's right. Why don't the both of you have a look and see what's inside? Sweet! Alright, let's have a look. Scratch this. So does this mean that they're... Estelle Bright, Joshua Bright. Beginning this day at 1500 hours, you are both hereby appointed as junior bracers within the Great Bracer Guild. From here on, you will work as members of the Bracer Guild to support the livelihood of those around you, defend peace, and uphold justice. Congratulations, you two, and welcome to the fold. Did you hear that, Joshua? Become members of the Bracer Guild. So I'm a bracer now, huh? I think the realization is only now just beginning to sink in. Come on, Joshua. You should be jumping for joy or running around and screaming at the top of your lungs like this. Look at us now, world! We did it! I was happy until we made my eardrums bleed. I hate to interrupt your celebrations, Estelle, but I need to take off now. I have some backed up work that needs my immediate attention. We understand. You have been spending a lot of extra hours working with us during this busy time for the guild. Before you head out, Shara, I just wanted to say thanks. Likewise, I appreciate all the trouble you've gone through for us, Shara. Don't mention it. Training new recruits is one of the Bracer's many duties. Believe it or not, I was once in your shoes a long time ago when your father Cassius trained me. So that's why you have so much respect for my dad, huh? There's actually much more to it than that, but I'll save that conversation for another day. As for the both of you, work hard to become full-fledged bracers early on, so you can help guide those new recruits who come after yourselves. And in time, I hope to see you both become respectable bracers like your father. Anyway, I'll leave you with that thought. I just don't get it. Get what? This is Charizard, aka the Silver Streak, one of the most skilled young bracers we're talking about. So why is it that she holds that in such high esteem? This just seems like nothing more than a no-good middle-aged man who is always out doing who knows what instead of being a father. A no-good middle-aged man, huh? From your viewpoint, it doesn't come as a surprise that you would see him in that fashion. Huh? Never mind. Let's hurry and head home. We should let Dad know that we're qualified as junior pacers. Right? Okay, my voice is kinda weird now from all the talking. I'm not used to it actually. So, let's end this episode here. Thank you guys for watching and see you soon. Bye bye.